This video is going to contain spoilers for Cookie Run Kingdom and the current updates happening at the moment. If you don't want to hear about it, I wouldn't watch the video. Also, I'm sorry if I sound like shit. I'm not gonna lie to you, twin. I just woke up, and I don't really care. Moving on. So, how did a game about cookies turn into one of the most toxic debates in the gaming community right now? Right now, the Cookie Run Kingdom community is an absolute chaos, if you can't tell, and it all started because of one update and one character storyline. If you don't know, Cookie Run Kingdom is a mobile RPG with a surprisingly deep story. Like, the lore honestly gets pretty dark for a game about cookies. I'm absolutely obsessed with it, to the point that my literal username is because of the game. But that's besides the point. Recently, the game dropped a major story update centered around the war against Dark Enchantress Cookie, which has been the main villain up until this point. And more importantly, the update also contained things related to White Lily Cookie. And without spoiling too much, in case there's somebody out there that wants to play and is gonna get mad if I spoil too much, just know that her arc basically ends in a self-sacrifice to stop the main threat. And this is kind of where things go off the rails, because Twitter, being the hellscape that it is, after the update got posted, a lot of people started posting online claiming that somebody had allegedly harmed themselves and unalived themselves because of the storyline. This alone sparked a lot of outrage. Suddenly people were arguing and saying the game promotes harmful messages, the devs are responsible, the story went way too far. Other people disagree, and they're saying it's just a story, it's being misinterpreted, and blaming a game is going way too far. If you ask me, if somebody let their mental health rely solely on a mobile game about cookies, then there was more going on there than just that. And I think they should have been seeking help way before that point, but that's just me. And I'm not excusing or defending anybody here, because there are a lot of people that I did see making memes about this and joking about people doing things like that isn't cool. Even if we don't know for sure if this claim is real, we shouldn't be mean. That's really disrespectful. Moving on. The fandom was kinda divided and split over this, saying multiple different things. People were arguing back and forth. People were genuinely sending death threats to each other over this. Like, it's actually insane to me how one update for a game about fictional cookies that has been going on for years now. Like, this game has been going on for a while, and it has not been in the spotlight at all since maybe 2021. Like, back when we were getting BTS and Disney collabs, that's how serious it used to be back then, bro. And somehow, some way, we're all freaking out over this right now. Okay, not everybody, because there's a lot of people that don't care, but that, you get what I'm saying. People are just like, people who have not even ever been involved in this online space before, this fandom before, are suddenly getting involved to either send threats or to just fan the flames and make it worse. I don't really understand why a lot of people are on this train right now, but maybe that's just me. Let's be real for a second though. The situation does touch on something very serious, mental health. And while media can affect people, most discussions online are pointing out that it's rarely just one thing that causes something like this, like I was saying. In fact, a lot of players are saying this whole situation is being oversimplified and blown way out of proportion. So, why did it explode so fast? The game has a younger audience. The story has gotten a lot darker since the beginning, because I was there since the great ancient texts were written, and trust me, it was not this dark. It was lighthearted and funny and silly, okay? It wasn't like this. But social media also amplified everything instantly, because social media is really good at that, blowing things up, as we all know. And misinformation has been spread a lot before facts were confirmed. And now, people aren't even really arguing over the story anymore, they're just arguing to argue, and it's insane. The bigger issue here isn't really just Cookie Run anymore, it's about how fandoms really react to serious situations and topics. Instead of discussing the story and discussing, like, the deeper meanings of things just escalated and they jumped straight to harassment, blame, and just overall chaos. And ironically, the community's starting to look a lot more harmful than the story itself was. The Cookie Run Kingdom drama isn't really about one character or one specific scene. It's just how quickly online communities spiral when they take information and run with it. Maybe, just maybe, we need to learn to talk about serious topics without everything turning into a keyboard warrior's wet dream, you know? But, maybe I'm wrong. What do you think? Did Cookie Run go too far? Is the fandom overreacting? I don't know. But that's enough on my little rants today. Thank you for listening. And if you or anyone you know is struggling with mental health, I will leave some links in the description if you need to seek anybody else's advice. Sometimes it's just good to have someone to talk to. With that being said, I'm out of here. Crumb out.